a tasty cherry with a very hard cherry pit. Ha! As expected, it starts drinking.
But it's my beloved companion.
I have regulations I must abide by. No funny business, my son.
Tremble before the great Asil, who is soon to stride through these doors.
In my fabulous suit of armour, made of a material only recently developed by high-tech research, the only ones I need to tremble before would be the gods themselves.
Then start trembling.
What?
Shut up.
What?
No offense meant. I'm as good as gone.
But we'll be back, you plated twerp.
Your regulations don't allow you to save a sweet little furball from a tree?
Hello? Problems?
You could say that. This gorilla refuses to climb up my tree.
That's not typical of gorillas.
Mrs. Chippy has been sitting up there since this morning.
Do you want me to persuade him?
Better not. Judging by his foul mood, he hasn't had any breakfast yet.
Mrs. Chippy?
My cat. She's a crossbreed of an Egyptian pharaoh cat and a Royal Bengal tiger.
Sounds precious.
Whatever. Mrs. Chippy climbed up the tree in front of my house this morning. And she's been sitting there mewing miserably ever since. She's scared of heights, you see. I was always able to lure her down again with one of those wind-up toy mice. They worked very well. But this time it didn't work. And then I lost the mouse, too.
Why did the stupid beast climb up the tree in the first place?
Don't you talk about my beloved cat like that. She's in danger.
You're lucky. I'm an old hand at rescuing cats.
You are? No offense meant, but you don't exactly look the part of the storybook hero who rescues cats from trees, or people from burning buildings, or the world from gods gone mad.
Hey, little lady, don't you...
Ah, forget about it.
I'd need to see tangible proof that you're a professional cat rescuer.
My regulations forbid me to leave my post.
I've made a portrait.
But it'll be done in a jiffy.
This should work.
Surely a strong man like you can climb up and down that tree in no time.
Here, look at that.
What? You're a fireman? No kidding. It's you! Why didn't you say so straight away? Here is the garden key to my property. Mrs. Chippy is sitting on the tree next to the merry-go-round. I'm sure you'll take care of it in no time. Meanwhile, I'm going to give this lout a piece of my mind.
Let's see how the wealthy and beautiful live. I've got the ball. The chariot bows have already chipped off a bit. A case for Greenpeace. A chariot merry-go-round. The children go crazy about it. No matter how often, always a lot of fun. Bullseye! Fit. Risky, risky. I ought to go check and see. These things are called nets. You can scoop leaves out of pools with them. Won't take a minute. Here you go, your cat.
Oh, thank you so much. Here's some small change for you. But don't gamble it all away at once.
A single gambling chip. How incredibly generous.
Isn't that peachy? We race around Luxor all day long just to have our noble Mr. Cat Saver bring the beloved pet back to the lovely dancer in distress. And in the end, the reward is a warm thanks and one whole gambling chip. So, when is this gentleman thinking of finding the portal of the gods?
You can't do anything but grump, can you? How about some constructive criticism for a change?
Constructive criticism? Ha! You'd better hurry or I'll tell your charming girlfriend that you spent the whole day gallivanting around Luxor on behalf of a scantily clad dancer.
I got the point. That's better. It's so cute. If only it didn't snap at everything that crosses its snout. The crocodile has gotten its teeth into the chewing gum. Now I can take it along.
Mon Dieu, what is that? A little crocodile?
But you said I was to bring you baby crocs.
But I did not mean for you to catch real little crocs. The poor thing.
But your baby crocs in pastry.
Those are little cucumbers in a roll, not these cute little croc babies. What is your problem? You are disgusting.
Oh, just great. All I wanted was some of your otter noses anyway.
Here, take the otter noses. I shall set the croc free out in Mother Nature, where it belongs.
Well, with some people you just can't ever get it right. Impressive. It's me again,
Hurry up, I need to get out of here.
and I desperately need to get to the poor district.
Oh, that's no problem. I know everything and everybody here. I'll get you in there, but only when you finally pretend to be a messenger.
So what's the story with the messenger job and the otter noses?
I'm as good as out the door, darling.
Here are the otter noses you wanted.
Oh, lovely. Thank you. Let's meet on the boulevard tonight. Then I'll help you get into the poor district.
Fine. See you tonight then.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And back in 54, Ra was so desperate because he didn't get a tan in Giza that he smeared his face with shoe polish.
Hey, it could happen to anybody.
But nobody back then was as hot about getting a sun-brown tan as you were. Behold, I am Ra, the sexy sun god.
But the girls really dug it back then.
Oh, yes, back then. How I miss the good old times.
We've put on quite a few years.
If you ask me, I think Isis still looks as youthful as she did 1,000 years ago.
Anubis? When did you turn into a charmer? You used to lock yourself up alone in your room and listen to that dreadful Nubian drum music.
Don't tell me you even drink wine these days.
Oh, come on. Things haven't gotten that far. As the inventor of beer, I've got to stay faithful to my favorite beverage.
If you ask me, somehow you're sort of stuck in the past.
Ah, look who's coming through the door.
Seth, that whippersnapper. I heard he wants to win this time, whatever it takes.
I'm surprised he even dares turn up here after that dubious incident last millennium.
Oh, yes, that really rattled my poor Osiris.
I shall win the battle of the gods and rule over the Egyptians! Ha!
Don't bite off more than you can chew. And when it came to grand words, you were never slow getting a mouthful.
But you certainly did find yourself a great suit of armor.
And it's so true. Batik really has gone out of style.
You'll see, all of you. No one can stop mighty Seth. No one!